Hey everybody, it's Coach Chris. I have some stretches for you guys today. We are going to do some ankle mobility work. This is something that comes highly requested for me. I've never made it a secret that I have a lot of issues with ankle mobility. It's something that I work on all the time. So we're going to go through some stretches today. When you have ankles that are more mobile, you move more freely through the joint, but stiffness in your ankles is often led to shin splints and calf soreness. All right, so keeping them so they move really well is very important. It's related to all sorts of foot issues, plantar fasciitis. So it's just one of those things we want to work on. I'm going to give you a bunch of different exercises to do for this. And you may not want to do them all every single time. This is merely take what you need and leave what you don't. We're going to do some seated, we're going to do some against the wall, we're going to do some on the floor, but just some different things for you guys to try out. I will warn you, you will probably hear my ankles click. I'm going to get that out there right now, especially my right one. Clicks a lot, especially when I'm first trying to warm it up. I'm a little warmed up today already, but we'll see what happens. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to have a seat. And you can do this standing. I'm just going to sit down to make this easier so you guys can see it. And we're going to do some ankle circles. So let's start with the right foot. I'm going to lift it up. And you're going to circle. Doesn't matter which direction because it's going to go both ways, but I want you to circle. Just go through. Yep, there's the ankle crack. 3, 4, 5, 6, oh that was a good one, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then I want you to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, doesn't need really fast, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then put your foot down, we're going to do the other side. So extend your leg, and just think about drawing a big circle with your big toe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the other way. 1, and you can see I have a hard time on the outer part of my circle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you'll thigh workout too, holding that up there. Alrighty, so that's the first one, ankle circles. Next we're gonna do some toe pointing and flexing. I like to do these one leg at a time so I can really focus on each side individually and not have to worry about coordination. So again, send your leg out long, you're gonna point your toe and you're gonna flex, press through your heel. Point, flex. So stretching the shin, stretching the calf. 5, 6, stretching the front of the ankle. 7, and the Achilles. 8, 9, and 10. And put your foot down. Try the other side. Point, flex. Doesn't have to be real fast. You want to maximize your movement, really working to increase the range of motion. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so our next one is going to be like some toe windshield wipers, and you can do this with both legs at the same time. You might want to hold on to your chair or your stool to keep yourself where you are, and you're just going to beat out, beat in, beat out, beat in. So click your heels, click your toes. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then let's just go both to the right and left, and right and left. Try to keep it to your ankles and not your legs. And 10. Whew, all right, give your legs a little bit of a shake. And you're going to start to see why I said you might not want to do all of these at one shot. Alrighty, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to draw the alphabet with our toes. Yes, we are. So I want to think of your big toe as a great big marker or a crayon or whatever you want to draw with. You're going to send it out, and you're just going to, and it doesn't matter, uppercase, lowercase, I don't care. I don't even know if mine looks like an alphabet, but we're going to do it anyway. All right, so here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, got my I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, well, it's hard, Q, tail on my Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And it doesn't have to be the alphabet. You can like write your name with your toe. You can do whatever you want. I like to do the alphabet because that way I'm getting all sorts of different patterns. All right, let's do the other side, see what happens here. A, this is my harder ankle to do. B, which is weird, is this not my clicky ankle. D, E, F, G, H, I, got my I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, you have to make a little when you make the tail and the Q, by the way, S, T, U, V, W, X, that one's hard for me, Y, and Z. Oh, all right, so our seated ones are done. We've got a couple different kinds, like I said, ways to do this. So I'm going to stand up. I'm probably going to have to move the camera a little bit so you can see this, because the next one is going to be at the wall. There's our wall. Move this down a little bit so you can see. There we go. All right, so two different things we're going to do here at the wall. We're going to do, I always forget what this is called, but you're going to put your toe up against the wall. All right, heel stays on the floor, back heel, it doesn't matter if it's up or down, all right? But what you're going to do is you're going to bend your knee, and like I said, you can do whatever you want with your back heel. Mine lifts because my calves are tight, all right, and that's just not my focus right now. Heel stays down, and see if you can get your knee to touch the wall. And give it a couple goes. So a little stretch for the calf, and working the front of the ankle, starting to work dorsiflexion. All right, then what you're going to do, you're going to draw your foot back away from the wall. Not a lot, just a little bit. And you're going to try it again. And as you're doing this, what I want you to do is watch your knee. Your knee should still track with your middle toes. If your knee starts to collapse in or collapse out as you do this, you've gone too far. All right, so keep your knee right over your toes and see if you can make it all the way to the wall. My heel is still on the ground, it is not left. All right, and then if you're still touching the wall, pull out a little bit more. And I think I've reached my edge because I can't touch the wall anymore. Because watch what happens when I touch the wall. Oh, my heel came up. Yeah, so that's it. That's as far as I can go. You guys, it's not very far. It's not very far. So if you can't go very far, it's okay. And if you can go very far, congratulations. It's good for you. Heel has to stay on the ground. knee stays in line. Let's see what the other side looks like. All right, toe against the wall. All right, knee over toes, forward and back. And I'm touching, so I'm going to come back just a little bit and try it again. Takes me a little bit longer to start to find the wall. Still finding it. My heel is still down. My knees are still over my middle toes, so I'm definitely having to focus a little bit more. I'm going to bring it back just a tiny, 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 tiny bit. I'm just barely able to touch the wall from here. Just barely. And we'll do one more. Alrighty. The other wall exercise. What you're literally going to do is you're going to bring your toes up to it. You're going to flex them. Oh, it's a squeak. You're going to bring yourself forward. Just a nice little toe stretch. Stretch out your plantar wall over here. And then do the other side. Bring yourself forward. Because that one's going to be a little precursor for what we're about to do. We have 2 more exercises, and they're going to be on the floor. You may want to get something soft to kneel on for these. All right, 2 different things. The first one is called toe stand. I'm going to put myself sideways so you can see here. And anybody who's ever done a yoga class with me might be familiar with toe stand and probably does not like it. The poses we don't like and the exercises that we don't like are usually the ones we need to do. I want you to remember that. I know I have a hard time with this one. I don't love this one a lot. You're going to tuck your toes underneath. You're going to make sure, like, all your toes, so you're not collapsed in, all the toes are tucked out, all right? Maybe pull the little pinky toes out of the way. All right, and then all you're going to do is you're going to sit back. You're going to sit back. And we're just going to stay here. I'm going to stay here for 30 seconds. And you'll start to feel it through your shins, through your ankles, through your toes. About 10 more seconds. Try to keep some weight back there. If you need to not put so much weight back there, that's okay. Just work towards this. It takes a long time. It's not super comfortable. All right, then you're going to bring yourself up. If you need to untuck your toes and give them like a little, yeah, it feels good. Because I'm going to go into a little variation of hero's pose to really stretch out the fronts of your ankles. So you're going to flat on the backs of your feet. Bring yourself back. And if you can lift your knees a little bit, you may not be able to, that's okay. If it hurts, I want you to stop. All right? I have to be very careful with this one because I start to have a lot of extreme discomfort, let's put it that way, very quickly. So it's time to find that line where it's stretching and it's doing some good versus where I'm just going to push too far and hurt myself. So you're stretching out through the front of your ankle. And if you have tight ankles, this is going to be a little uncomfortable. A couple more seconds. And then use your hands to press yourself back up. All right, and swing yourself around, and then maybe while you're here, a couple more little ankle circles. You can even manually, hold onto your leg and move your ankle around a little bit. And we do the other side. Hopefully you've got a little bit more flexibility happening. All right, so those are some awesome stretches for you guys to do to work on ankle strength and ankle mobility. Give it a try, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in my next video.